Welcome to Top Hanger, a star in a reasonably priced Aurora MR. In this show, we bring people who love Star Citizen, who have been creating content in Star Citizen, who have been involved with Star Citizen for many years, or maybe they just started playing it a couple of months ago and they just love it. We bring them here, we talk to them about their Star Citizen journey, what is their story, their memorable moments, their content creation journey, the things they have done, and then we jump into the game and do a lap in Aurora MR, do a cold lap, so it's a standing start, around our very top secret racetrack. And this is the attempt to build up a lab board and see where that goes. And that's the show, that's the format. And today we have a very special guest. Now, when I started doing this show, this was actually a Machinima. And you can actually go to the other channel, which is literally just youtube.com/LensNation. And this episode is still there. So our guest today, he was the first person to believe in this, who was like, yep, I love this concept and I'm gonna come here. Now remember this, I was nobody, I'm still a nobody, but our guest here is already established in the Star Citizen content creation scene. And he was like, nah, I am going to be your guest. I'm very happy to do this. I'm going to come down. So he was my first guest in the Machinima version of this show. That was very restrictive format. We couldn't really chat for long because this was all meant to be FOIP. But now I have decided that I should convert this into a live stream. So when I converted this into a live stream, set up a different channel for it, this was only fair that I bring our first guest back to the live stream. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of the verse, even if you're from Stanton or you're from Pyro, bring your hands together for the man who knows a lot of things about Star Citizen and who brings the lighter side of the Star Citizen to the verse. My guest today, Red's Resort. This is beautiful music. Yes, we have to dance. All right. Welcome, Red. Welcome to...
Hi, dude. Hi.
Welcome to the set.
It's great to be here, Lens. Finally. You've been bugging me about this for quite some time, I must say.
Well, I was just building it up that you really wanted to come, and now you're telling me I've been building it up. Don't tell them the truth. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I've been.
You forced me.
This is very special because this is the first time we actually have read part of a stream. So this is very special for me. I'm very excited and very happy that he trusts me.
It's big for me, dude. It's very big for me.
How are you feeling? You feeling
big step?
Jittery?
Quite comfortable. Yeah. I think it's you though. I think something you do makes me very comfortable talking and just outside my native language and maybe a bit proper English. I think I can maybe pull this off and have a nice chat without collapsing into a gibbering wreck.
Can you repeat what you just said? Because I didn't understand that, sir.
God damn it, Lens. God damn. Touch wood. Oh, touch wood. Hopefully. You may have to subtitle the whole thing. But
that's what you think. See, we all have an idea about how we sound. But most of the time we do sound pretty good. You do sound really good. I think you can ask Steve about that. I think you sound good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Who's Steve?
Okay, so
he's not here today. He couldn't come, I'm afraid.
Oh my God, yeah. You never know. Just in a while, there's a pan in your head in the back. Boom.
Yeah, he's still sleeping. He's down there somewhere. Oh, sorry, can't swear. That's going to be an issue, actually.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I don't think that's an issue at all. I don't think that's an issue at all.
It only took me 2 minutes before one slipped through. That was the main problem. Is swearing in Scotland is like breathing.
Second nature. No, it's all good. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna bleep it out. I think it is we are who we are.
I will
It's
try.
all cool. It's all
I will
cool.
try my hardest, my friend.
You don't.
But
have
you're from
to.
Australia, you know, so
Yeah.
you guys are a bit like us.
No problem at all. Yeah, I've just had a couple of screwdrivers, so vodka and orange juice. So yeah, I'm set.
You never said we could consume alcohol on this show, dude.
Yeah, we're not driving
more
cars.
prepared.
We're not driving cars.
Yeah.
You are flying a ship, not me. I'm like,
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
well,
Plus, there would be more of those swears slipped through, guaranteed.
go for it. Don't
Jack
hold.
Daniels.
Be yourself, Red. That's what I want it to be. Be yourself, mate. Really, just don't even think about that we are on a stream. Just have a conversation with me. Now, before we go any further, though, I need to ask you, what is the story behind Red's Resort? And I've been saving this question because I was like, I will ask you when I have you live with me. What is Red's Resort? Where did you come up with that name?
Oh, so. That's a long story, dude.
Go for
I'll
it.
try and abbreviate. Right. So back in primary school, that's like you know the first school we go in here. I was at a friend's house. We were playing the Nintendo, the original NES, right?
Yeah.
With his brothers and stuff, and his sister came into the room and went, "Who wants cheesecake?" And I went, "Oh, me, like that at somebody else's house, right?" And they all just burst out laughing, right? So from that moment on, my nickname was Cheesecake, just Cheesecake.
Okay.
I went through the whole of primary school being called Cheesecake.
Okay.
When I got to high school, I got shortened to Cheesy, which was a bit unfortunate, right?
Cheesecake. Okay.
just cheesy, which was
Okay.
terrible. And then that got shortened even further to Ched, right?
Okay.
Just Ched.
Okay.
Which was a bit cooler.
That was
still,
that's a
Ched.
step up. Yeah.
And then somebody coined the term Red Ched for some reason. So when I started playing Elite, my name was Commander Red Shift. I just kept the red bit, went with Red Shift, and then when I moved over to SC, when I started the YouTube channel, it was just, Red's Resort. That was the best I could come up with.
Red's Resort, like what?
It's
Resort,
not that
like
great, to be honest.
so resort, like
I don't know.
I
don't know, dude.
Totally
It started
random.
with an R. That's
Okay.
it started with an R. What's a place people can hang out that starts with an R? The options were pretty limited, to be fair. To be perfectly honest.
Okay, that makes sense because a place where
That was
people
it.
can hang out is a Red's, and also R and R. It kind of rolls off the tongue, so it's good. I think it's
it was
good.
the best I could do.
You also go with Big Red now, so
Oh yeah. That's only there because I needed something in front of the @ sign, basically.
no
Couldn't have red. Well, it could have been red at Red Resort, I suppose.
Red Rum.
I was quite big at the time, though, so
No,
So,
okay,
yeah,
but I
that's
always
just
had this like, oh, what's the story there? Maybe there's, like, okay, this is cool. Maybe I should change guest's name to Cheesecake right now, but I'll
just
leave it at
Cheesecake.
I'll leave it at Red Resort.
Cheesecake.
That was a
very brief version.
Okay.
But it was always like when you think about like playing football and that at primary school, and people are shouting, Cheesecake, pass the ball, man. And then high school with Cheesy, that was terrible. So I'm glad that transformed into something, useful down the
beautiful.
line, kind of.
Well, that's a good beginning to our stream now, but before we go any further, Red, this episode is already sponsored, so I need to play our sponsored spot because the sponsors are very important on YouTube. So before we get any further, here's a word from our sponsors today. Today's sponsor is something that I didn't know that I actually needed, and I actually still don't need it, but because they're my sponsor, I have to say I didn't know that. Today's sponsor is TBF4 Combat Knife. If you're playing on a session inside Star Citizen, you need the TBF4 knife to be with you. I really struggle with my knife in the kitchen. As somebody who has never really been adept in the kitchen, the knife has always been my nemesis. Well, actually, it's the cooking which is my nemesis, and knife is more like its henchman. I can never figure out how to cut a tomato or a potato, and the carrots are the worst. But then I found TBF4 combat knife in Star Citizen, and my life has completely changed. Now I feel very confident wielding a knife. Its sort of flat blade is not very sharp to cut someone badly, so you feel very safe using it. And the rubber on the handle is a little bit sticky, which is a good thing, I'm sure. It comes in many different colors which have no other purpose but to match with your costume. So it is show-off friendly. So if you don't really want to kill any NPCs or Ninetales but still walk away with the crime stat, go ahead and get yourself a TBF4 combat knife. Use my code #WhoIsLensNation anyway and get 10% extra added to the price of the knife. Thank you so much TBF4 combat knife for sponsoring this stream today. Yep, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for sponsoring the show. Very, very cool combat knife. I strongly recommend you try it. Have you used it, Red?
No. I will though. I will, just based on that one ad. I'm gonna buy a bunch. Definitely. Find a bunch.
Let them know my name. They will probably not give you any discount, but go give it a try.
Okay, man. Okay. Yeah, it's got that interdimensional cable vibes, isn't it, from the Rick and Morty show?
That's definitely
lovely ad. That's lovely ad, dude.
It's it's definitely an inspiration. Yeah, you know it. New deal.
yeah. Yep.
All right.
Flashbacks.
Now, coming back to you, sir, starting with you actually, we just heard the story of your name. So what's the story with finding the worst? How did you find Star Citizen?
Probably through bad news first, let's face it.
Scam?
But yeah, I had seen a few things. I think it was, what's his name? Obsidian Ant. I had seen a few things on Obsidian Ant's channel.
Yeah.
I used to play Elite Dangerous a lot, obviously. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Looking for Raxel and stuff. But after the great exodus, following the release of the Odyssey update, and they took away VR and all that junk, I just backburnered that. So I needed something else, and I tried Star Citizen, and the rest is history. Never looked back, really.
So when was that? Which year was that?
Oh, I don't know. That's going back 3, maybe 4 years, possibly longer. Time does fly when you get to this age, I've noticed. I'm not actually sure.
Red, what is your first memory of Star Citizen?
Well, before that, I think I had tried the game in a free fly, right? So I have this memory of somehow, I'm not sure how this happened, if I've maybe joined during Invictus or, what's the other one? IAE, because I somehow managed to get to a ship during a free fly and leave the hangar in a ship. So I have this memory of me leaving atmosphere in a 890 jump, which is somehow the first ship that I ever tried. Just flying for ages to leave this planet.
Wow.
And I had no idea how to quantum jump anywhere, so I was just floating around in orbit. But it was alright because I was in an 890 jump and I could explore and stuff. That was literally my first memory. I was blown away at the time, but obviously for me back then, that was probably running at 30 frames or less, so I left it for a while. But I was still impressed. I was very impressed. I think I remember Port Olisar. I think I remember starting on Port Olisar. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's also my first memory, yeah.
Maybe that was another free fly. I remember being on Port Olisar, and I think when you first start the game, your instinct is to try and get to a ship as fast as possible, right?
Yeah.
I'm a bit wired different. I go exploring first. So even whether that was Port Olisar or whether that was in a city, I'm pretty sure that I spent a good amount of time before I even found the hangars or how to spawn a ship. Just poking around, seeing what opens, where I could get into, stuff like that.
So you were already looking for turtles.
I think it was maybe Area 18 actually. Maybe I started on Area 18.
So Lorville?
Pick apart.
Was Lorville already there?
I don't think I went back that long. I think there was all of them.
Yeah, we have seen the transformation, right? That's the evolving nature of the game. Like some things which... What surprises me the most is like how quickly we adapt to it. Like now Tears your recoveries in the game, it feels like it's just like second nature. I have already forgotten how it felt like to not be able to do that. Do you remember?
It's very strange. It's very strange how fast things change and things that you adapt to it as well. It's quite interesting. And it's always been like I played DayZ standalone, and it was in beta and stuff as I was playing. Same with Elite as well. So I've always enjoyed that evolutionary stage, but it does mean if you join late, you could miss things that came and went.
That's a good,
considered a bad idea.
like do you have the memory? Of course you do, but do you remember when we could just float above a station and just throw in everything into the inventory and just grab whatever we want from the station? And now we have that wasn't long ago, but I'm so used to this. Like this feels very right. This feels right that we have kiosks and that's how we get our items out. This feels the right step. Does it feel that to you?
Yeah, I prefer it now. I didn't at the time, obviously. Like any new change with Star Citizen, it's like, no, this is rubbish. Get away. What have you done? You've broke the game. and then a couple of weeks you're like, actually, getting to keep all your armor and stuff is just epic. What was I thinking? So some changes, not so much though.
Yeah, they need to still work out the inventory though, because some things are just weird. Like some sort of immersion is there, some sort of it is not. But then again, I believe it is also the T0 implementation of the inventory system as well. It will evolve into something. So where do you call home in Star Citizen?
These days I'm pretty much a nomad because,
Pyro.
Because they cluster bombed Cousin Crows basically.
Oh.
So wherever the action is, I'll just set spawn there. If there's a new event or thing, I'll just go wherever's closest to that. But recently, Lorville as well, because of the Attrition 5's been available at HD Showcase. That saves me a better trip rounding up all of those after every patch. Yeah.
So, but you have been enjoying a lot of the contested zones, so you've been a murderer hobo.
Yeah, I was surprised. How quickly Pyro changes a man, let's say. And I really enjoyed it. And I was a complete Bob before. So, yeah, I'm loving it, really.
Tell me more about that.
I can't remember why I initially went to Pyro, just to explore and stuff, but, running around those outposts and there was guys coming in ships all the time, what they're trying to get up to doesn't really matter. It's shoot on sight usually, so... and just the logistical changes as well, you had to make sure you had a Nusra hidden somewhere and, and a FAMO and stuff like that to keep you going. I've really enjoyed it. It took me right back to, the Arma DayZ days where there's a bit of pre-planning involved. It was also around about the time that I started to interact a bit more with people from the channel. Get a small group together.
Yeah,
that was the idea. We'll all get together when Pyro launches, and we'll go together as a wee team, a team of space dads, and try and protect each other. And so multiplayer generally opened up for me right about then. So I've been having a great time, basically.
We had good times killing each other in the PTVs. My sessions with you have always been so much fun, and I really want. Because I still have not done the contested zones, and I'm still thinking, okay, you know what, I want to do them with Red, because I know that that will be very.
Amen.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I know that. And how about Hathor? Have you been enjoying that?
Oh yeah, because I'm first and foremost an absolute loot goblin. That's why I didn't really like the inventory changes. You know, the keeping your armor stuff. I thought that was going to be terrible. I really did think that was going to be terrible. But it's actually helping me be more of a loot goblin. Because, you know, everything I chuck on my body, I get to keep. So,
yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, I still do it. There was this post I made on Twitter. So this is like literally it's just me and Summer. We're standing together as loot goblins. And I posted it the other day and I said, well, I know the item recovery is there, but do you still loot out of habit? Because I still do.
I did see that. I did see that.
Yeah. So what happened was on Blue Sky, there was Ubu posted under it. Hi everyone, my name is Ubu and I'm a loot goblin. And you know,
right.
That set the vibe of the AAA meeting. And I said, hi Ubu. And then Lord Barkley comes underneath and he says the same thing. And then Papa Juggernaut comes in, he says the same thing. And it started a casket. So that
a loot goblin chain.
Yeah, so that gave me an idea. I'm actually going to do a gag. So what I want you to do right now, okay, I want you to just say this line. Okay. And because this will be downloaded and uploaded on YouTube later. So right after this line that you say, I will actually play the gag that I've been planning on making. So you just say this line. The line is, hello everyone, I am Red Resort and I'm a loot goblin.
Right, okay, I've got this. Hi everyone, I'm Red Resort and I am a loot goblin.
Perfect. Okay, now future me, if you have made this gag, can you please play it? Okay, let's hope it plays. Hey, welcome everyone to the Tier 0 Item Recovery Loot Goblin meeting. I'm Lens Nation, your counselor. Let's introduce ourselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Lord Barkley and I'm a loot goblin.
Hi everyone, I'm Red Resort and I am a loot goblin.
Hey everyone, I am Ubu, and I'm a loot goblin.
Hi everyone, I'm Papa Juggernaut, and I'm a loot goblin.
Hey everyone, I am Nomad, Lens's son, and I am a loot goblin.
Yes, he is. So, who would like to go first? Now, everyone, stay calm. We gotta stop hosting these meetings inside bunkers. So now you gotta share with me your best, favorite, the most memorable thing that you remember from Star Citizen.
I'll be that lap that I did with you, dude. Obviously.
Yeah.
You know. Lens Nation time. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
I swear I did.
But that whole day, dude. Honestly, that whole day was amazing. That whole couple of days, actually. We spent a couple of days, didn't we?
We had issues.
Technical issues.
We had issues.
Technical issues. Sure. Yeah.
I made Red buy
we weren't just
webcam.
racing around a PTV track for no reason. Like.
I made you buy the webcam.
Well, remember we had a Star Lancer. We were out trying to film stuff. We got stuck. We had to improvise. Like we ended up blowing the thing up out of spite. It was a great time. I might actually still have most of that footage kicking around.
I still have it. I still have everything. But for the viewers, I want to explain what happened was because that was going to be the first episode of a Star and a reasonably priced or MR. Mm-hmm. My plan was that we will go to the No Deal showroom and I will do the FOIP on my end. Red will do the FOIP on his end. He will record the video and audio. I will record the video and audio. He will share that footage with me and I will edit the video together. But I was naive. I was a rookie back then. That was...
Star Citizen gonna Star Citizen.
That wasn't gonna happen. That didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So, the plan got scratched. We got together. A shoot was planned. Our time zones don't match at all. And then we were like, okay, we need to sort this out. Another issue was, remember, like on the Lorville, that the couch is there. Your character would not just sit like this. It would always do the animation.
Back and forward.
Like it'll just keep. They fixed that, by the way. Now it's fixed now.
And the face tracking as well was horrendous back then as well.
I couldn't see.
I ended up with a helmet on, dude. Like
So I just decided, fine, the guests just need to wear full armor. I will play them both. I will just record the interview like an interview, and I'll just do the Machinima after. And that's why that format just did not work. It
turned out good though.
Yeah, it's too good of a concept, and that's why I thought, even if 10 people watch it, it's just so good. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I will just keep it. Yeah. So this format is the best format. This is really good. Okay, so how about do you obviously like Star Citizen, but of course, because you know so many things about Star Citizen, one thing you absolutely hate about it and that you want changed immediately?
The little things. I don't care about the big changes. I'm quite happy just being able to fly a spaceship in space and shoot people. Like, that's awesome. But however this game goes, the minute details, they don't bother me too much. It's the little tiny things like terminals and how to go back to the first page. That does my head in. Like
what?
When you're at a kiosk buying clothes or something. And as soon as you buy something, it goes back to page 1. Oh my god, my blood. Honestly, it boils, dude.
That used to be a big issue when I used to buy things in the game, and I just haven't bought anything in a very long time. But I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god! And when you're typing in chat and you want to delete your message, you can't just hold delete. You go to spam delete.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's there. Yeah.
There's a workaround though. You can Control A to select everything and hit delete. That's we adapt. Yep. Oh, and the paints tab. There's no paints tab in the web hanger. Like, my web hanger is just full of paint. That's basically all I buy, and there's no paints tab to organize it that way.
What bothers me a lot is, of course, this is the immersion. Like, all your liveries, they stay in your home location. So if you wanna, because you will only call one ship at one time, right? And so what do you do? What do you do? Like, it's a stupid thing. I have 20 plus skins, and I have those skins for 20 some ships, right? Or let's say even I have those skins for 10 ships. So the only way for me to apply those skins is I call them in my home hangar, all 10 of them, apply them, store them. Well, I can only call one ship now. Go to Port Tressler, store it there. Now, if I want to fly my other ship with the skin on, and if I don't want to claim it, what option do I actually have to get that ship here? The only option I have, fly to Microtech, grab that ship, fly away. So what you're doing with this system is you're literally making people go back to your home location for every single ship. So there's no other way of how am I ever... There's no option. That is stupid. There should be a system that we pay a fee, at least our paint can get transferred to other location. Or I need to physically put them in my ship's inventory and fly with my skins. What if I lose them? What if I die?
Yeah, exactly.
What if I die?
I tried it.
Okay.
I was trying to move all my stuff to, what are they called? The gas clouds with the mining stations in them. Can't remember what it's
L1s
called.
and L2s.
Something light station or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I need all my paints out there. So I transferred them all into a crate, put the crate in my ship, flew out there, took it out, accessed it, and I had one paint in it, and I went, oh my actual god, please no. Luckily, they were all back where...
That does kind of... bothers me, that thing. And also the assets button doesn't really function properly. There's no search functionality in the assets. Like that's a really cool tool if I want to see, hey, where is that armor? Do I have it there? Especially as a Machinima maker, that's very important, but there's no search function. So okay, I hear you. The small things, very valid.
Yeah, that's it. The big changes, though, I'll take it or leave it. It's fine. There's enough to do in the game.
Okay, Red. So, how did you start making Star Citizen content? Did you ever make any Elite Dangerous content before this?
No. Star Citizen was the very first thing.
Okay.
Ever.
So how did that begin for you?
Referral codes, dude. I mean, what do you want me to say?
That's a proper loot goblin.
Yeah. Just giving them referral codes. Well, that's how it started anyway. Like, I'll make a money-making guide for, bounties or something.
Yeah.
See if I can't get a few referral codes. Genuinely, that was the reason that I did it to start with. It was basically filling holes in the gameplay for me. It gave me an extra reason to play the game. It became some sort of emergent gameplay, this content creation thing going in the background. Because I had a mission, I had something to do every time I got into the game, and be like, right, I could do these missions that are part of the game, or I could go and try and put this video together, And the challenges that throws up are pretty significant most of the time. Just lighting, time of day, usual stuff, all about it. It can be an absolute nightmare. The bugs are just the worst when you're trying to.
They're getting better now, but it's so much better now.
That is really stable recently. Been having a great time.
So how many referrals do you have?
I think I just hit 45.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's not it's not a lot. But a while ago I stopped, pushing my own code for, members' codes instead.
So
that was probably the best option.
How far are you from the next slab? Because I've never looked into that. What is the next slab and what do you get for that? Like, you get stuff for referral code?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay.
It might be what's it called? A razor?
Oh, wow.
But it's like double what I'm on just now. Like I just hit the last one basically.
Then you're
at 42. I was on 42 exactly for ages. And as soon as they they told us all they were changing the referral ladder.
Yeah.
Like I got 5 or 6 in 3 days, and that's the most I've ever had.
Whoa.
In such a short period. I was like,
no,
they're not even going to count. Yeah.
Don't use it now. How do you feel about the referral code change?
At this point, I don't really care. It's not going to affect me too much. Obviously, if you're one of the guys that, you've just passed 1,000, or you're well on your way to the 2,000 javelin, and you've only got 100 to go, you got 900 banked, and that's going to go wiped. That would be a nightmare. Yeah. To be honest, that's a bit of a kick in the
It's never bothered me. I only have 3 referrals, and they're all mine. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. As times went on, I've realised when this game releases, I'm probably going to regret having ships.
Yeah.
Because I like that
grind.
That scraping at the start with nothing. I love that. Like the depraved status in Dark Souls, where you just start with just a loincloth and a bloody club. I love that stuff.
You also started.
I think I'm going to have to create another account just to have nothing.
Experience that.
When the game releases. Yeah.
So one thing I want to ask you, also your content is always about small things and little things that a lot of people don't even know about. So, but has creating content about Star Citizen, has it changed how you play the game?
Oh, definitely. But I tend to have a switch. I've got 2 modes. Sometimes I just go in and I play the game, and afterwards I'm like, you're do YouTube now. Why did you record all of that? And I'm yeah, good point. Yeah,
yeah.
I was just lost in playing the game, but it's definitely changed how I play the game. I've met a lot of friends through doing the YouTube as well. Like I was saying earlier, that whole thing with Pyro. Since then, multiplayer co-op stuff has became a lot more prominent for me, whereas before I was really solo, and it's totally opened up the game. And I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't doing the YouTube. It was just from meeting and talking to so many people all the time on the channel that eventually it was right, we need to consolidate our efforts here. We need to get a a crew together.
You've been enjoying the contested zones and the multiplayer side of things now with the group gameplay. But what is your favorite solo gameplay loop then?
PvE bounties normally. Just I could do that all day. It's like
Cool.
I just sit in when there's nobody else around. I'll just sit in Pyro doing bounties, racking, stacking that paper.
So which ship,
paper.
which ship do you use for that?
The Connie Phoenix has been my go-to recently.
Phoenix,
just because it can absorb
the luxury variant, mate.
Oh yeah, it's got a PDC on the back, mate. It's
What?
awesome. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's got like 4 size 5 attritions, can tank a lot of that damage. Like, it just goes for days, to be honest.
Wow.
I'm finding with a lot of the fighters, the dodging the missiles is very hard right now. And, you know, I'm just getting my ass handed to me. So, Connie for the win. Yeah, I've been enjoying pretty much everything they've threw our way recently. Apart from that, what was that last one where you had to collect all the conundrum and stuff?
Supplier die?
Oh my god.
Supplier die.
Yeah. I spent like a whole week trying, because they offered skins and I love skins so hard.
I got them.
So I was out mining Iceman and I died inside, I think. I died inside pretty hard. It was just so hard to find.
No, I did
it. It was a nightmare.
I did it. I did a lot of salvage. I think my Vulture, I helped up ANZAC with their group collection. Then I helped out another group. So it was like I did it multiple times, and it was just like crazy. I just went crazy for 2 days. It was very hard to do. But it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed the conundrum side though. I got quite a lot. Because that was PvE bounties, you were just killing like ships, and then looting them. So it wasn't too bad.
We were doing salvage. Yeah, I haven't even. I got the skins. I haven't even tried them on, but I have them, so it's good to know.
Yeah, they're lovely. They're lovely.
Yeah. So have you ever considered branching out to any other game, like to change your content to some other game?
Not seriously, no. I've tried a few different things here and there, but YouTube says no, basically. Yeah, no, thank you, mate.
That's one of the reasons.
Little Star Citizen corner.
That is one of the reasons why this show is on a separate channel now, because of that.
Yeah,
it's a long form content, very different from Machinima, but Machinima suffer because of this. So it's like, let's just keep it separate, and then I can do one episode every fortnight. At least this gets done. Otherwise, I just sit on these videos, you know. So it's good. Yeah. So do you play any other game than Star Citizen?
I've always got a Dark Souls running somewhere in the background. I think Dark Souls 2 I'm on just now. I mean, I've played them all before, obviously, but, you know, like there's always a Dark Souls running in the background. In between things.
Other games?
I've been playing Dark Souls 2 with the modded lighting engine, and it's exquisite, I swear to God, what they've managed to do. It's absolutely stunning. I've been playing Stardew Valley on the Steam Deck quite a lot recently.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. You know when you've got a 10-minute journey in Pyro to, you know, just drop off some freaking socks or something.
How can you play Stardew Valley for like 10 minutes or so? Because it's like a day and you have to remember what you gotta do.
Because when you press the power button on Steam, it just saves it where you left off. It's perfect. On the Steam Deck, sorry. On the Steam Deck.
I need to install it. Yeah.
Minecraft as well.
Oh, wow.
Modded Minecraft with the kids and stuff, or on my own. Like, I'm not hiding behind kids. I will play Minecraft. Yeah, and there's always like a major, you know, release game kind of ticking over in the background. I think the last one was like the latest Tomb Raider. That's me just getting around to that, but that took me more than 12 months to get through that. Just time restrictions, but you know. Yeah.
We've been playing Hell Let Loose. That's
I've heard a lot about that.
Oh, that's a brutal game, man. You play that game, and I'm really bad at that game. Like, I can kill maybe 6 people. Maximum I've killed is 13 people in a match. And Summer racks up bodies. Like he racks up like 24 or 35.
The body collector.
I don't understand. Like, how are we playing the same game? What is this?
Yeah.
But then I went to play Star Citizen, and my God, my FPS skills were on another level. Like I thought,
Yeah.
what? What am I doing? Like I was naturally doing headshots so good. It was like, oh wow, okay, so this is how you train for FPS, right? Okay, so what is your earliest gaming memory collectively?
What? Dude, I don't have a memory. What? But I suppose like it never really kicked in until like the SNES. I remember really wanting a SNES. I remember getting a SNES. And it was like Super Mario World and Link to the Past. Link to the Past was like right up my street. Zelda, Link to the Past.
Yeah. Zelda.
Interesting though, I remember getting up on that Christmas morning and loading up Mario or Zelda. And both of them, in fact, it was both of them. And there was already save files, so you know, Santa been testing out the game apparently. Like,
okay, all right, okay. So those are fresh copies.
A minor slip up by the inexperienced.
See, that's what I meant. That triggered a memory from the past. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. I was like, wait, guys, how's there a save file here? Like, Santa must have stopped off. Had a wee shot, you know.
Very cool. Okay, now before we go do something else, Summer does Lego for every single episode. So let's, shall we go into the Lego spot and have a look what he has got for us today?
Hello again, citizens. I have something special for you today. Just yesterday was ANZAC Day. And to commemorate the lost lives of those soldiers who fought in Australia, I've made this poppy. ANZAC stands for Australian New Zealand Army Corps. So they went to Gallipoli on these boats as an order to take down the Gallipoli Peninsula, but it went exactly the wrong way. In Australia on the 25th of April, when the campaign began for the Australians and New Zealanders, we commemorate this day to those soldiers who lost their lives and who are still living as veterans. And the poppy signifies a major part of ANZAC Day as it was on Flanders Field, which is one of the other major parts of Australia's military history. So that's why it's been very closely related to ANZAC Day. Yesterday, we went to the Donso as a King's Park, the main one for Perth, and we paid our respects to those soldiers who lost their lives. Even though this poppy is not related to Star Citizen, I still wanted to put it into this video. And this is an 07 to all those soldiers who fought for our freedom. Bye bye.
07 dude. 07.
He's very much into military and Second World War history. Yeah, he gets very attached.
Very apt. He's got a good aptitude for that presentation as well. Like he's really sounds informative. He's got a skill there, dude.
Definitely takes after me.
Yeah, I think he's teaching you at this point, dude. You should spill up a chair, I think.
He's good. He's a good kid. He's into Airfix these days. So he does those military models, and yeah, that's where where all his pocket money goes. He just buys Airfix models, and I'm like, do it, no problem at all. You can do that. So that was the Lego spot. Now, are we ready to jump into the game and do a lap on the Aurora on a secret track?
Oh, I guess so. Okay. I guess I can embarrass myself.
All right, let's launch the game. This is the lap. This is the time. This is the fight of Red versus Aurora MR. Who will win? Will the flying brick come on top, or will Red be able to salvage? This is the third attempt, by the way. Red had one good lap. The second lap was not that good. We had one crash, and this is the final attempt. And if Red wants to set a good lap, he needs to do it in this one. The first time Red came to the Machinima version, he was practicing very hard. Today he didn't think that he has to be racing. And I was like, no. Things have changed now. We do it alive. This happens right away. So there we go. This is as live as it can be. This is a genuine lap. this looks like a well put together lab, to be honest, so far. Not a single fumble I've seen. Yes.
Why would you say that?
Oh, that's okay. You're on the final run now. You will be able to get it now. I didn't definitely not trying to jinx you. Last lap I didn't even talk, gave you your space. That didn't work for you, so I figured, okay, you need me to be talking.
Some extra pressure was required.
Yes. That's the only way to make you perform. There you go, see? And I don't know, maybe it's very good. Now, obviously, this episode is sponsored by TBF4 Combat Knife. We have heard some beautiful things about TBF4 Combat Knife, how amazingly it cuts life on the edge. You want to cut humans? Get yourself a TBF4 Combat Knife. Thanks for sponsoring our lab boat today, guys. I wonder who will be here next week. Okay, we had one guest so far. That was Space Coder. And we know he's not exceptionally fast. so his lab time was 2 minutes and 12 seconds. What do you reckon? What do you think? I know you will be ahead of him. Where do you think you will come? What's your lap time? What do you think?
I've no idea, dude. I don't do this enough to even. Under 2 minutes.
Okay, so
Bring this mic back
under 2 minutes, but still, what's your guess?
150, maybe. What is it? 250? What did you say? Space Coder was 2 minutes.
212. I'm not a good judge of racing. I shoutcast racing. I'm not a good judge. But here you go. So you are definitely ahead of him.
Was it pushing?
No, he wasn't pushing at all. He's very chill.
I mean, did they get out and have to push the Aurora for more speed? Because that's what I felt like.
Okay, you can lean on your seat. Let me tell you your lap time. Okay? You did the lap in 1 minute 40.
Oh, that's good. Right.
This really feels like Top Gear. 5 seconds and 70 milliseconds. That's your lap time. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you think that was a lap time?
No. When you said 2 minutes for Space Coder, I thought it would be more in the 2 minutes region at least. So that's good.
This is a very good lap time. I wonder
My
which
competitive nature has been solved.
Okay, let's go back to the main screen. Okay, we're back. So that's your lap time. That's actually really good, and I wonder who will come here in the future who will be able to dethrone you, at least in the normal racing competitions, because the pro racers, they have their own lap board.
Thank God. I didn't know that. That's perfect.
Yeah, they have the separate lab board, yeah. So I've had Echo so far, which the video is already recorded, but it needs to be uploaded on this channel. So that will come out. And then eventually I will start bringing in more racers, and they will be their pro selves. And I'll keep you normal people to
have you an idea what sort of time Echo would set? Set for that.
Now, before you go,
an idea.
Yeah, before you go and we say our goodbyes, I would like to know, because I'm a Machinima maker and I'm a big supporter of Machinimas. Do you watch any Machinima, Red, and do you watch? I know you watch Machinima, but what are your thoughts on Machinima?
Yeah. Oh, besides the massive technical implications and how impressive that is in a game like Star Citizen, I love the creative aspect of that. It's just fascinating, dude. These are all doing an amazing job. It's just amazing to watch.
Okay, who do you watch? Who are your favorite Machinima makers?
Well, there's this one guy, I don't know if you know him, Lens Nation. Yeah, he's alright. I mean, he's alright. But, just like Fat Bird and Kalani and EE Studio.
Yes.
What's his name?
Nat.
Wicked Wookie.
Oh yeah, Wiki.
Yeah. The usual suspects, man. They're all absolutely amazing.
This is one thing I'm starting to do in this episode, at least every guest that comes, I will ask them about Machinima, who they watch, and if they don't know watch Machinima, I'll try to push them towards. But you already know the guys. You know Fatbird, you know Kalani, EE Studios, Nat, and Wookie, and the people who make Machinima are really, really good. So that's good. You are actually
sorry if I missed you.
Nah, you're very
sorry if I missed anybody.
Very well educated. Now, thank you so much for doing this, Red. This was very special to me. This was your first time pretty much on camera with anybody. Thanks for trusting me with that.
No worries, man.
I really appreciate that. Thanks for agreeing to do this.
No, it was a very soft landing for me doing it with you. I think, I was very comfortable, dude. So, yeah, dude, this was an experience for me. I managed to, speak in a way many people might actually manage to understand me. Yeah, without a script, that's quite hard for me to do. And I have you to thank for that because, your questions didn't obviously tax me to the point where I felt like I had lost memory and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes people ask me questions and I just sit there for like a whole minute going, yeah, so it was pretty fluent, so thank you.
I will take that as a vote of confidence that, okay, I'm a good conversation maker and I'm happy that I made you feel comfortable.
Yeah, you draw it out of people, dude. You make them look good, so thank you.
That's the whole idea of this show, like just a safe space, no conspiracy theories here, just come and hang out for good times and do a lap in the flying brick. See if you can dethrone Red's resort, because he's put down a really good lap for normal people.
Yeah, you're good at this, dude. You're really good at this.
Thank you.
Really good at it. A great presenter.
There, you heard it. So on that tally torpedo, that's the perfect way to end the second episode of A Star in a Reasonably Priced Aurora MR. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with another episode in a fortnight. Who will it be? Well, you probably know if you have seen my Lens Nation YouTube channel. If you want to enjoy the Machinimas in Star Citizen and some other random content that I make, go to my YouTube, which is simply Lens Nation. But this channel is strictly for live streams and Aurora MR episodes. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Red, for being here. Fly safe. 07.